It's Tuesday, March 22nd. Gonna walk around the garden and do a quick little update. Probably not quick, so apologies in advance for that. Most everything's starting to show some signs of life. Some things are just now leafing out. Here's a currant, for example. That one's got a lot of life on it. Others not so much. This one looks like it's, I don't know, maybe not out at all. The periodical cicadas came through last year and hit everything pretty hard, so some stuff might not come back. These Nanking bush cherries are going crazy. Tons of bees on all of these. This is a beach plum, just starting to come out. Aronia or black chokeberry, elderberry, another elderberry over there. Some raspberries that I'm gonna move these two guys, but they're coming out. Walk down the slower one. Egyptian walking onion, honeyberry, more strawberries, gumi, more Nanking bush cherries. A lot of these things got hit super hard by the cicadas. Just kind of cut up all up and down, but they're seem to be doing pretty well. This is a Juneberry with healthy looking buds, I guess, but not looking not looking happy at all. This is a sweet cherry of some sort. Again, just freaking destroyed. But I think this one had buds. Another cherry. Let me step over here. Mulberry, another mulberry there. Illinois ever-bearing mulberry. Pawpaw, this is one of the tallest pawpaws. Doing the best of all the ones I planted. Juneberry. This is a jujube. Put in some sugar snap peas beneath it. The jujubes are always one of the latest things to leaf out, so it'll be a scaffolding for peas, hopefully. Same deal here, another jujube with some peas. Gumi. Put in this pond liner thing with a solar panel and battery and pump, which I haven't fully hooked up yet, but then there'll be a little waterfall deal circulating water through that. Autumn olive, persimmon, 3 Nanking bush cherries again, big old fat bee. Another kind of bush cherry that did not do well last year, but finally looking pretty good. I think this is a Jan bush cherry, although I don't have an official pollinator partner for that guy, so we'll see what happens. I put in these Arctic raspberries, you can see like right there, and so some from one vendor weren't very far along, but they're definitely coming up. I planted them in just like 2 days ago and they're already shooting up. And then some were farther along. Really pretty flower. That'll be cool. Just a itty bitty little low raspberry. There's a full-size raspberry. Aronia, Hanson's bush cherry, Blackberry, Hanson's. There's some onion bulbs I put in here. I saw one coming up, but not much action there yet. Blueberry, raspberry, blueberry, raspberry, blueberry. These blueberries are starting to bud out. Raspberry, a couple currants, some sort of mustardy thing. Sort of spicy, not too bad. Blueberry, 6 blueberries in here. This is daylily coming up down there. 5 more blueberries in here. Gummy, 3 gummies. Currants with some strawberries. Pawpaw. Bunch of blackberries in here. I need to tidy this up a bit, or a couple raspberries in the middle too. Bunch more currants, raspberries. Some of these currants are like, this guy looks fully dead above ground. Look at, you can just see how like got fully split open. But there's a little bud coming out, so yeah. Damage done, but they're all gonna bounce back. Honeyberry. This leg looks sort of dead, but that's all right. Nothing in this bed yet. Oh, and well, I've got seeds in all 4 of those raised beds. Some peas on the near side. And I just put some seeds in that far bed. Haven't done anything with this upper one, nor with this one. Probably clear this one out soon and put something in here. This far half is all asparagus. And I put like 2 inches of, maybe not 2 inches, but some just kind of pureed leaf mulch on top. Persimmon with a grape going up it. Persimmon, gumi, Juneberry. I'm hoping the Juneberries finally do well this year. They haven't had a good year yet, but leftover morning glory. Currant, Hanson's. This one's looking pretty good. Hanson's bush cherry or sand cherry. Pawpaw. Bunch of wineberries in here. Juneberry, or wineberries, Juneberry. These are all Jerusalem artichoke, a sunflower thing with tubers. Honeyberry, raspberry, honeyberry, raspberry, currant. Got a bunch of potatoes in here, which the resident fox keeps digging up and just leaving on the surface like every day. There's like a potato on the surface a day, so I keep replanting them. We'll see what happens. Currant, honeyberry. This honeyberry is flowering, and honeyberry is one of the first fruits we get. So I don't know, by early May, first week of May maybe, we'll have fruit. Or, well, yeah. These are the Muscadine grapes I planted last year. No action out of them yet, I don't think. I haven't looked closely, but and then I just put in, this is a lingonberry and a cranberry, lingonberry. Anyway, I put in, I think 3 of each, lingonberry and cranberry. Vaccinium, like blueberry genus minis. Honeyberry. This is a goji berry. Bunch of currants in here. Another honeyberry. It's weird, some are like, yeah, like top half's dead, but some cicada damage, not too bad. I suspect it was the cicadas though, but that's all right. Honeyberries are pretty resilient. Same for currants. Sorry, I'm spinning around so much. Here's another big fig. It's hard to tell whether these buds are from last year. I think they are from last year, so no new growth per se. Here comes my neighbor. Have to pause here and resume in a sec. Alright, back from chatting with my neighbor. Pear. Here's one of the grapes that actually did pretty well last year. Made it to, well, I was gonna say the 6-foot mark, but all the way to the top on the far left here, so That one did pretty well. I don't think it's, well, maybe just starting to bud out a little bit. Another goji. These are Welsh onions, I believe. I planted from seed yesterday, and they did great last year, and I guess I should know more about how alliums grow, but I guess they're like biennials. Anyway, they're coming back up, I guess, from the bulbs. That makes sense for a bulbing thing. And then I've got Apios americana, American groundnut, which is what these vines are, I believe. Yeah, I had to like grab and scatter some of the seed. I hadn't. Oh, there we go, done. Anyway, I'm Apios americana, which I think will come back from the tubers, should, hopefully, and then some scarlet runner beans. I'm gonna plant some more of those, I think, but I need to do something to suppress the grass coming through. Put a bunch of mulch on it, maybe. These are the Hearty Kiwis that I planted last year. Budding out, looking pretty good. That's a female, another female. So these two will bear fruit, and then this is a male to pollinate. The two, I trimmed back this holly, a bunch of branches off the holly to get a little more light in to primarily this kiwi. A bunch of blackberries in here, arcing all over the place. Hopefully they're not rooted, just because I don't want them out in the freaking walkway. They're not good, but have a lot of bedded. Well, that's 3 plants, but man, they get everywhere. Apple, 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 pear, Asian pear. Asian pears are looking, again, ate up by cicadas, but bouncing back. There's a peach, like a feral peach, or it's the rootstock of an old peach tree, but pink flowers coming out. Plum, 2 plums here, really pretty flowers, even though the rest of the plant is a mess. That was an apple, as I said. Currants, Nanking bush cherry, gumi, apple, nectarine, more currants, another nectarine, I think. And that's sort of it. A little more in here. Well, no, yeah, I'm good. More closely at these beds. So I did like sow in a line. I kind of forget, but you can see that whatever I sowed in here is coming up. I forget. I think that middle row might be Mizuna and arugula maybe along the edge. Here are some of the sweet peas I mentioned, trying to get them to go up these bamboo stakes. What's in this one? I see, I think I put some kale, kale or collards maybe. All this little stuff does not look good. I have a feeling that's basket grass or some unwanted thing. Not sure. Lots of creeping Charlie and chickweed. I can see lettuce. I put lettuce in this bed along the outside edge. I kind of moved that chickweed. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully some lettuces come through right there. Dandelion, French sorrel, again lettuce, and I don't know what these minis are. Maybe that is another lettuce or something. And then lettuce on the far edge as well. So I don't know really how to. What is this? Purple dead nettle? Sorry, I'm not filming very well. Need to try and keep them out of the way of the stuff I actually sowed. See if I can find a nice cluster of. Mr. Bumblebee, are you alive? He's asleep. Wake up, dude. Do bumblebees get drunk? Anyway, beautiful time of year. That's all.